This YCN segment is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Lake Sunapee in Newberry Harbor.
Last Friday night, the Oyster River girls basketball team faced off against the Kearsarge Cougars in North Sutton, New Hampshire. Kearsarge was playing short-handed due to injury, and they were without their lone senior Megan Roy and starting point guard Raina Tucker. During the first half of play, both teams experienced long offensive runs and long offensive droughts. Steals, turnovers, and fouls were common, but it was the Bobcats who took an early lead by as much as 11. Girls like freshman Natalie Simons, senior Abigail Craig, and sophomore Marley Yoder all threw in points for the visitors. Oyster River went on a big 9-0 run in the second quarter. However, with about 3 minutes before halftime, it was the Cougars who made a comeback. Sophomore Tori Andruski was huge in the paint with rebounds and second chance points. She also knocked down multiple jumpers alongside freshman Caroline Camp. By the break, Kearsarge was only down by 3 with a score of 22-25. During the third quarter, it appeared as if the Bobcats had taken complete control of the game. They built their lead back up to double digits and led by as much as 12. Abigail Craig, Carissa Miller, and Natalie Simons continued to pour in the points. Senior Madeline Alphonse also got in on the action, with back-to-back buckets driving to the hoop. Just when it seemed like the visitors had all the momentum, the Cougars made another strong run that went into the fourth quarter. Their strong man-to-man defense forced multiple turnovers that led to scoring opportunities. As a result, Caroline Camp was able to knock down a pair of free throws at the line. Jordan Bush scored in transition off an assist from sophomore Ellie Camp, and Tori Andruski kept up the pressure in the paint. Junior Livy Hernan also became a force under the hoop with driving layups and second chance points after rebounds. All of a sudden, with 40 seconds left in regulation, the Cougars had amazingly tied the game after Ellie Camp perfectly assisted her sister Caroline near the basket. With a score of 47-47, the Bobcats had a chance to go ahead. However, Kearsarge forced another big turnover. Now with 13 seconds left, Kearsarge had a chance. Oyster River, though, forced their own turnover after an inbounds pass, but they weren't able to score the go-ahead bucket, so a 4-minute overtime period would be necessary to decide the winner. Bobcats freshman Natalie Simons came up big to end the game with a driving layup and multiple clutch shots at the free throw line. Carissa Miller also nailed a huge three-pointer. While Cougars Andruski and Hernan both scored in OT, Kearsarge came up just short in the end, and they were forced to foul. Once the final seconds had ticked away, Oyster River had pulled out the win with a final score of 59-54. Cougar sophomore Tori Andruski led her team with 18 points, while teammate junior Livy Hernan was right behind her with 17. After the game, we spoke with the head coaches from both Oyster River and Kearsarge to get their takes on the matchup.
I mean, really, the keys to the game was keeping our poise, making sure that even when they were getting good, easy buckets on us, that we weren't letting it get into our heads, that we weren't rattled with it. So it really was just keeping our composure and really free throws right down the line there. I thought Natalie Simons, who's our freshman, she really shows a control of the game. She played really well. Again, she got a couple offensive fouls, but kept her head, was able to make free throws down the line. And then Maddie Alphonse, our senior, who fouled out, she's really kind of the rock in the center of our team. So she did a fantastic job of, even when she was getting fouls called on her that she didn't necessarily think were fouls, she was able to keep her head and really just play. She's a gritty player, and she was able to really step it up. It's a huge win. Both of us are kind of in the same position in that playoff hunt, really just looking to solidify ourselves as a team. So to get a win like that on the road in OT, no less, where a lot of our girls haven't experienced a game like that before. It was huge. It's huge for our morale, and it's incredible to beat a team as good and as aggressive as Kearsarge.
I think that, the keys to the game tonight were turning it over, taking care of the basketball. We got down twice in the game, by 10, by 12. Our defense was unbelievable tonight. Our man-to-man was really good, and it got us back into the game. We were able to turn them over a little bit. Our pressure was good in the second half. We turned them over and got ourselves right back into it. We just didn't have enough firepower tonight in the end. We were going with 6 kids tonight because of injuries, I can't be more proud of those 6 kids. Those 6 kids just gave it everything they had tonight. We asked them to play man-to-man for 36 minutes tonight, and they did. And a couple more stops, a couple more not turning it over in the full court, and we're right there. But I can't be more proud of this group. They've given everything they had, and it's too bad they couldn't get one tonight, but we'll learn from it and get better, and we'll go at it next week.
Oyster River improves on the season to 8-6, while Kearsarge falls to 6-8. The Cougars will look to get back on track when they next travel to take on Conval, while the Bobcats will look for their 9th win of the winter when they next host Spalding.